The air was electric as fans filled the arena in Stockholm on that memorable night in 1999. It was a crisp evening, and the excitement buzzed like a live wire among the crowd. People of all ages chatted eagerly, sharing their favorite Elton John songs and reliving past concerts. The stage was set, glowing with bright lights that flickered like stars, and musical instruments sparkled under the spotlight. As the clock ticked closer to showtime, anticipation grew stronger. Fans clutched their tickets, some with tears of joy in their eyes, ready to experience an extraordinary performance by one of their favorite artists. The hum of conversations gradually faded into a hushed silence as the lights dimmed, signaling that the moment was finally here. Elton John, a legendary figure in music history, stepped onto the stage with his signature flamboyance. His presence radiated warmth and charisma, instantly captivating everyone in attendance. As he began to play the piano, the first notes filled the arena, resonating deeply with each listener. Among the sea of faces was Sofia Lind, a devoted fan who had traveled far to see this concert. As she watched Elton perform, feelings of hope and gratitude swelled within her. She remembered how his music had helped her through difficult times in her life. Each song was not just a melody, it was a lifeline. The atmosphere was charged with emotion as Sofia prepared to connect with the man who had unknowingly played such a significant role in her journey. In that moment, she quietly mouthed, "Thank you for saving me," unaware of the unforgettable exchange about to unfold between them. Sofia Lind sat among the crowd, her heart racing with excitement and a hint of nervousness. At 41 years old, she had been an avid fan of Elton John for as long as she could remember. His music had been the soundtrack to her life, providing comfort during tough times and joy during happy moments. Each note seemed to speak directly to her soul, resonating with her experiences. Life had not always been easy for Sofia. She had faced many struggles, including personal loss and battles with self-doubt. During those dark days, it was often Elton's songs that lifted her spirits and gave her hope. Tracks like Your Song and Rocket Man reminded her that she wasn't alone in her feelings. They were like warm hugs wrapped in melodies that made her believe in brighter days. As she looked up at the stage, a wave of gratitude washed over her. It was almost surreal to be so close to the artist whose voice had echoed through her life's challenges. Sofia remembered one particular moment when she felt utterly lost. She had played "Someone Saved My Life Tonight" on repeat, feeling as if the song was telling her that there was still a way forward. With each passing second, she felt an urge to express her thanks, but words alone didn't seem enough. In a moment of vulnerability, she quietly mouthed, "Thank you for saving me," hoping that somehow Elton could feel the weight of her appreciation. Little did she know that this simple gesture would spark an unforgettable connection between them that night. As Elton moved gracefully across the stage, the crowd erupted in cheers, but for Sofia, time seemed to slow down. She watched him with a mixture of awe and gratitude, her heart pounding in her chest. This was the moment she had dreamed of, the chance to be close to the man whose music had carried her through some of her darkest days. With each step he took, memories flooded her mind, moments of tears, laughter, and hope that had played out to the backdrop of his songs. It was during one of those turbulent times that she had clung to "Someone Saved My Life Tonight." The lyrics felt like a lifeline, assuring her that she had the strength to persevere. As he approached, an overwhelming urge to convey her feelings surged within her. In an emotional whisper, she mouthed the words, "Thank you for saving me." It was a simple yet profound expression of her appreciation, a message that encapsulated years of admiration and healing. She hoped he could somehow sense the sincerity behind her gesture. To her surprise, Elton's gaze caught hers. He paused for a brief moment, his eyes locking onto hers with a knowing spark. Then, he nodded, acknowledging her words as if he understood the depth of what she was trying to convey. That brief connection sent waves of warmth through Sofia, filling her with an indescribable sense of belonging. Little did she know that this moment would not only resonate within her heart, but would also lead Elton to make a powerful decision about the next song, one that would forever tie their stories together in a way she could never have imagined. As the energy of the crowd continued to surge in the arena, Sofia could hardly catch her breath, feeling every heartbeat thump in sync with the music. Elton seemed to possess an extraordinary ability to connect with each individual in a way that made them feel special. Amidst all the applause and excitement, it was as if he had a sixth sense for recognizing those who needed him most. When she mouthed those profound words, "Thank you for saving me," an incredible moment erupted between them. Elton's guitar strumming momentarily paused as he glanced around, his piercing gaze effortlessly searching through the mingling sea of faces. And then it happened, his eyes locked onto Sofia's, cutting through all the noise surrounding them. In that split second, nothing else mattered. It felt like she was the only person in the room. What was even more incredible was how natural and acknowledging his response was. He nodded slightly, an unspoken understanding flowing between them like a magic thread. It was as if he recognized the weight of her gratitude and felt honored by her acknowledgement. That nod held the promise of recognition while saying more than any words could convey. It acknowledged her struggle and journey. The crowd roared around them, but for Sofia, that nod was a personal gift from Elton, a shared moment that could not be replicated. She could hardly believe how connected she felt to him at that instant, even while surrounded by thousands. Little did they both know that this tiny yet powerful exchange would spark a decision that would resonate across their hearts and bind their stories together during this unforgettable evening. As the moment hung in the air, Sofia felt a wave of anticipation wash over her. She knew that Elton had seen her, and it was as if he could hear the silent plea behind her words. In that instant, the atmosphere shifted, charged with emotion and possibility. Elton paused for a moment, his fingers hovering over the piano keys. The crowd hushed, sensing something extraordinary was about to unfold. Then, with a deep breath, he made an unexpected decision. "I'm going to change the next song," he announced, his voice carrying throughout the arena. "This one is for you." Sofia's heart raced as she realized what he meant. He began to play "Someone Saved My Life Tonight," a powerful ballad that held deep significance for them both. For Elton, this song was a reminder of his own struggles and the times when he felt trapped and in need of rescue. He had penned these lyrics during a challenging phase of his life when it felt as though music was his saving grace. Now, in this very moment, he felt compelled to share that message with Sofia, who had clearly expressed how much his music meant to her. As the first notes resonated through the arena, it felt like a miracle. Elton's voice soared, wrapping around Sofia like a warm embrace. The crowd sat in stunned silence, witnessing an intimate performance that transcended the usual concert experience. This wasn't just a song. It was a shared moment of healing and connection between two souls that would forever be etched in their hearts. As Elton John began to sing, "Someone Saved My Life Tonight," the arena was enveloped in a profound hush. The lyrics, laden with emotions of rescue and thankfulness, resonated deeply not just with Sofia but also with many in the audience who had faced their own challenges. The song tells the story of feeling trapped and lost, longing for salvation during a tumultuous time, a narrative that echoed the struggles Sofia had endured throughout her life. For Sofia, the themes of the song felt like a mirror reflecting her own journey. She had experienced moments of despair where she wondered if she would ever find her way back to joy and fulfillment. The haunting melody and poignant lyrics spoke to her heart, reminding her of the times when Elton's music had pulled her back from the edge of hopelessness. It was as though each note he played was a gentle reminder that life can be beautiful again, even after darkness. As Elton sang, Sofia felt a rush of gratitude for this very moment. His voice carried the weight of shared experiences, illuminating a path of healing and connection. The acknowledgement from him earlier, the nod that made her feel seen, was now amplified by the very essence of this song. It was powerful to realize that both she and Elton were intertwined in this moment of vulnerability and strength. With each word, she felt her soul lift. It became clear that this wasn't just a performance. It was a celebration of survival and gratitude, where music became a beacon of hope. Together, they were sharing a renewed sense of purpose, reminding everyone present that they were never truly alone in their struggles. As Elton John continued to weave his magic with the song, a hushed silence enveloped the entire arena. The once boisterous crowd was now still, captured by a unique moment that felt both intimate and monumental. Each note he played echoed through the hearts of thousands, creating a collective experience where time seemed to stand still. It was as though everyone in that space understood the gravity of what was happening, a shared acknowledgement of struggles and triumphs that transcended individual stories. Sofia's heart raced as she absorbed the atmosphere, feeling completely immersed in this shared vulnerability. The depth of connection created through music was palpable. It united strangers in their emotions, reminding them that they were not alone in their battles. Audience members exchanged glances filled with wonder and empathy, realizing that they were part of something extraordinary, a moment that would linger long after the last chord faded. The lyrics wrapped around each listener like a comforting blanket, evoking tears, smiles, and sighs of relief. Some wiped away tears while others simply closed their eyes, allowing the music to wash over them fully. Elton's voice soared with passion, reflecting his own experiences while simultaneously resonating deeply with Sofia and countless others. In that stunned silence, it became clear how powerful music could be, how it could articulate feelings that words alone often failed to express. This was not merely a performance, it was a healing balm for souls weary from life's struggles. Each person present felt as if they were part of a greater story, one woven together by melody and emotion, where every heart beat in unison to the rhythm of hope and gratitude. As the notes of "Someone saved my life tonight" flowed from Elton's lips, Sofia felt a rush of emotions overwhelming her. It was as if the entire world faded away, and in that moment, she realized the song was being sung directly to her. The intensity of his voice wrapped around her like a warm embrace, filling her heart with validation and pure joy. Tears welled in her eyes as she processed the significance of what was happening. This was not just any performance, it was a deeply personal acknowledgement of her journey. Elton's lyrics resonated within her soul, and she could feel each word striking a chord that reminded her of her own struggles. For years she had searched for solace and understanding, and now here it was, delivered by the very artist who had become a lifeline during her darkest times. The validation from Elton made her heart swell with gratitude. She felt seen in a way she had never thought possible, an affirmation that her experiences were valid and that music had the power to heal. Caught up in the moment, Sofia let her emotions flow freely. With every lyric, she felt lighter, as if burdens she had carried for so long were being lifted and transformed into something beautiful. Laughter mingled with tears as she reflected on how far she had come, finally embracing the joy entwined within her struggle. In that instant, surrounded by thousands yet feeling utterly alone with Elton's voice, Sofia understood that music held extraordinary power, the ability to connect souls, tell stories, and bring comfort when it is needed most. It was a day that would forever remain etched in her memory, a celebration not just of survival but of hope blossoming anew. As Elton's voice filled the arena, a wave of emotion washed over the crowd, and the shared experience became palpable. Audience members looked at one another with wide eyes and knowing smiles, recognizing that they were witnessing something truly special. It was a moment that transcended the ordinary concert experience, drawing everyone into a collective embrace of feeling and understanding. Some fans wiped away tears, while others chuckled softly, feeling a sense of relief and joy spread through the crowd. Strangers exchanged glances filled with empathy, as if to say, "I understand what you're feeling." Many had their own stories of struggle and survival, and in that moment, they all became part of a larger narrative woven together by music. Sofia's emotional response was not hers alone. It echoed in every heart, creating a unified atmosphere of healing. The magic of live performances was illuminated as people swayed gently to the song's rhythm, allowing the melodies to wash over them like a comforting tide. It was clear that Elton's music had the power to connect souls in ways that words alone could not capture. The air was thick with unspoken bonds and a shared sense of hope, reminding each individual that they were not alone in their journeys. As Sofia looked around, she could see the impact of the moment reflected on every face in the audience. This concert was not just an event, It was a gathering of hearts united in their experiences, each person experiencing a moment of clarity and warmth amidst the chaos of life. Magic like this could only happen in a live setting, where songs became anthems of shared survival and gratitude, leaving an indelible mark on everyone present. The magic of that night in Stockholm lingered long after the concert ended, profoundly impacting Sofia's life. The connection she felt with Elton John through his music became a guiding light, illuminating her path in moments of doubt and darkness. His songs, especially "Someone Saved My Life Tonight," took on new meaning for her, serving as a reminder that hope can emerge from even the most challenging circumstances. In the days and weeks that followed, Sofia found herself reflecting on the experience, often revisiting the concert in her mind. Each time she listened to Elton's music, she felt that same warmth wash over her, filling her with strength and inspiration. It was as if he had reached into her soul and left a piece of himself behind, encouraging her to embrace her journey and celebrate her resilience. Elton's words resonated deeply within her, inspiring her to share her own story of struggle and recovery with others. She began volunteering at local support groups, where she used music as a tool to help others find their voice and heal. His message of survival became a part of her mission, allowing her to pay forward the comfort she had received that night. Sofia often thought about how one simple moment of connection could ripple outwards, touching not only her life but also the lives of those around her. The power of music to heal and unite people became a cornerstone of her understanding of life. She promised herself to always carry that spirit with her, knowing that even during tough times, she could draw strength from the melodies that had once saved her. That unforgettable night transformed not just her relationship with music, but also sparked a deeper appreciation for the shared human experience, reminding her that joy and healing often come hand in hand. In the end, the concert in Stockholm became a powerful reminder of the unique bond between artists and their fans. Moments like Sofia's heartfelt acknowledgement exemplify how seemingly simple gestures can create profound and lasting memories. When an artist acknowledges their audience, they validate individual experiences, transforming the performance into something that transcends entertainment. Elton John's decision to change his song on a whim marked a pivotal moment for Sofia and countless others in the audience. It illustrated how music can connect people across diverse backgrounds and stories, uniting them through shared emotions. Artists like Elton not only entertain, they inspire resilience, foster healing, and create safe spaces where fans can express their vulnerabilities. Sofia's journey after that night showcases how impactful such connections can be. Encouraged by her experience, she transformed her gratitude into action, aiming to uplift others who may feel lost or alone in their struggles. This ripple effect speaks volumes about the importance of empathy and connection in our lives, how one small act can inspire change and hope in unexpected ways. Music has an uncanny ability to speak directly to our souls, inviting us to share our stories and connect with others who have walked similar paths. Sofia's story serves as a testament to the magic of live performances, where shared moments can lead to profound personal growth and lasting friendships. Ultimately, it is through these moments of connection that artists leave an indelible mark on their fans' hearts, illustrating that music is not just a form of entertainment, but rather a necessary ingredient for healing and unity in our complex world.